everyone, it's really good to see you here all. So in today's video, we are going to talk about a very important topic, and that is how to get best paid job. And what did I mean by this is that most of the students have some background of experience, knowledge, tech stack and so on. But although having this doesn't help them to get the best fit or best paid job for them. And why is this happening? So let's discuss about the reason and how you can also get a best paid job for you if you have a good experience, if you have a good tech stack knowledge and also a sound knowledge of coding. So let's get started. Okay, so if you are entering in any field, for instance, let's talk about SD jobs, then what you have to do in order to get the best placement you want, the thing which you have to do here is market research. It may happen that some of your colleague or your friend get very high pay compared to you at the same learning, at the same year of experience and by learning the same tech stack and coding. So what's the difference here? The difference is that you didn't have a very sound knowledge of what's going on in the market. What is the salary pay for your particular position in the market? So just research about it. Don't just directly go and jump to get a job. Because nowadays what I normally see is people just only want to get a job. They didn't care about how much it actually paying. If you have a good knowledge, if you have a good experience, then you have to wait for it. You have to apply only where you can see that this is the package which is what you deserve. And how you get to know about this? Just research about your job profile, get to know more about what is the different opportunity present for your particular profiles, and then according to that, do have an idea about overall what's going on in the market, because it's very important. It may happen that some company hire you at very low package, and that's very rude. And at the same time, it's very discouraging. If you have done too much efforts and hard work to get to know about all these skills, so you have the right to get the best you deserve. So do market research about your profile and what's the pay going on in the market currently. So do keep that in mind. Now let's move ahead and talk about the second thing which you have to do. Whenever you are making some resume, just do try to showcase all of your achievement, all of your learning, all of your experience inside it, because whenever your resume go to any company, it is the only thing which is working on your side. So don't take resume for granted. Make it the best you can make. I had also done a video related to how you can make a resume. And using that, you can add all the components that are required in your resume. So I had made the video related to the fresher only. So you can add one more section including the experience you have and in which company you work, what are the different tech stack you learn there, what are the different technologies you have worked upon there. So just try to showcase all these. It's very important to showcase what you already achieved and what you already know. This is the only way by which the company will get to know that yeah, you have done something which other participant or other contestant didn't actually have. So your chances of getting selected is very high if you have high achievement, if you have more learning compared to the others. So just showcase whatever the thing you have achieved. It's very important and at the same time it's very necessary if you want to get the best fit job for you. Now, I have generally seen this trend that students generally don't negotiate their salary pay with the recruiter or the HR or so on, because the student have the perspective that it's not a very positive move. But here you have to think it in a way that you have prepared something to get a job, right? So now you have also the power to negotiate related to that. If you do the market research about the job pay that is average to that particular role, you can get to know about what is the actual pay which you can receive in that particular company. So whenever you got the opportunity that you are getting selected somewhere, do try to negotiate about your salary, as it's your right and you have to do it. In today's world, we have to fight for each and everything. And here, by saying fight, I mean that if you negotiate, I'm very sure there is a very high chance that you will get some benefit related to it. Most of the time, if you don't say anything, just whatever the thing you have given, you just take it directly, then it's also not a very great move. Also, I'm not saying here that if the company is currently denying that they cannot increase the base pay and so on, you don't have now an option in order to either join it or either left it. But it's better to negotiate as much as you can and do it. Don't hesitate of doing it. For example, if you just go and buy anything from the market, there is two thoughts while you are negotiating for the price. One, either you will get some price off, or two, you don't get it. So there is always a 50-50% chance of each and everything, right? So why not to try once? To try it out. Also, there is a very important trick which you can use in order to get a very good pay job. Let's suppose if you have a job related to some base pay, let's suppose 15 LPA, and now you are already doing your job hunting, then what you can do is, by having that particular CTC job, you can apply to job that is more than that. And once you got somewhere shortlisted for the other job that is for 20 LPA, you can just use your offer that you already have to negotiate that, yeah, I currently have this much offer as of now, and if you want me to join your company, can you please increase it a bit, and so on. So this is how you can negotiate it. And the more skill you develop, the more polish you yourself, the more opportunity will be on your doors. So negotiation is very important. And if you are an Indian, I don't think that I have to say anything. So we Indians are very fond of negotiating things, right? And it's our right. Why not? So just negotiate, and you can negotiate only when you actually have done the market research about the package that is being offered by the other companies and so on. I'm personally seen this, that negotiating just 1 to 2 times, people have got increased their total pay by 1 to 2 lakh and even more. It can be explained in single line, that is, fight for your right. I have often seen students that they easily got demotivated. If you're doing something, there is nothing going to be on your hand at the instant you started that, because everything takes time. And to achieve or to go to that path, you have to be patient and as well as persistent related to the thing you are doing. For example, if you are doing coding and for some instance, if you are not able to solve that problem, or it may happen often that if you have solved some problem and for continuously trying, if you haven't reached to the solution yet, there is a very high chance that you got demotivated very easily. But at the same time, I suggest you, for each and every problem, just try to give you half an hour. More than that, you can also give 1 hour to it, but not more than that. The more time you give to any question, the more it demotivates you. If you are not getting any clue of how to solve that problem, just go and ask for help. Don't just stick to it. You can stick to it if you have an instinct that you will able to solve that problem. Then you can obviously go with it. Take your time, take you 2 hours time, 3 hours time, a day time and so on. That's okay. You have some idea and you're going to implement it to solve that. But if you don't get any of the reason to be stick with the problem, just move on. And ask for help, watch tutorials and try to see how other people have done it. After learning those concepts, try to implement it for yourself. I have seen that most of the students just watch the tutorial and then they think that it's done. They now know how to do it. But I'm suggesting you that after watching any tutorial, please try to solve that question by yourself. By being persistent, I mean that failures is the part of life, but it's It's the reason which make you believe that yeah, success do exist. And if you don't have failure, you don't know the value of success. So be persistent, be consistent, and one day you are going to get it. Just make yourself the best version of yourself each day. Nothing is going to stop you if you just determine yourself that you are going to have it. Think about the thing that you want and it will surely become true one day. In technical world, we don't have to just learn one thing and stick to it. We have to continuously upskill ourselves and get to know about the technology that is evolving and that is coming around. For instance, if you are currently not using ChatGPT, then obviously you are lagging behind so many others. And the reason is that when you already have some tool which is very important, using which you can do so many things, and at the same time knowing all of these things, if you are not using that in your work, in your coding and so on, then it's a problem, right? Because you are not upskilling with the actual world. So in technical world, you have to make yourself updated with the technology, with the tech stack, with whatever the new things that is coming ahead. Always make yourself activated to learn new things and to improve yourself day by day. It's very important, and at the same time, it helps you to grow very fast and reach you to the position in a very minimum time. Now it's time to do some practical demonstration of how to apply to a job. Okay, so here I am at Naukri.com. By talking to many of my friends, I have come to the conclusion that by the time Naukri.com is very useful website in order to get your job. Here you are actually going to get a job, apart from all the different sites where you just apply and you didn't get any response. Here the chances are that you will surely get some reply and response from the recruiter, so huge that everyone has a chance to get whatever they want. So I suggest you to do try Naukri.com. I personally have seen students and my colleagues and friends who use Naukri.com to get the job, and not only get a job but at the same time get a very high paying job. So it's a very useful tool, and if you know how to use it, you are going to get whatever you want. So what you have to do is just go to the Naukri.com and then log into it. Either you can directly log into your Google account and you are done. You are just in. After that, you have to also make your profile here, because using that profile only, recruiters are going to see who you are. So in the profile section, you can see that here you can view and update your profile. So from here, you have to update your profile. You have to mention each and everything that is required inside this section. The more your profile is completed, the chances of your resume getting to the top is high. So I recommend to complete and update your profile to 100%, and if not, at least 90%. And it has some criteria: if you upload a photo, if you upload a resume, and so on, step by step. Now let's see how to search job here. So you have to go to the job profile. So either you can directly go to the job and check what are the different jobs that is present inside here. Once you apply your resume here, what happens is that you will get some recommended job according to your experience and learning which you have in your resume. So it's very important to have the best resume of yours. And I am pointing this out again and again because yeah, it's really important. So just to make your resume as perfect as you can, give as much as time to your resume to make it the best. Now here you have to go to the job section, and then here you can search jobs. So what you can do is you can enter the designation companies. So let's suppose I want to search for SDE companies. So I have done that. Now let's suppose if I am a fresher, I can select this one. Now here I can also give preference of location in which I want to work. So as a fresher, let's suppose I didn't have any preference yet. So I just search normally. Now here you can see you have an option like how much experience you have, you can select this to 0 because I am selecting as a fresher, right? Also, you can filter according to you want the job, work from office, hybrid, remote, or so on. You can also select the department. Either you want software development, either you want IT, either you want data science, and so on. So you can select this according to location, according to salary, you can filter out. So here you can see I have just given that I want an SD job as a fresher. So it gave me some of the results. But here you can see that most of the job didn't disclose the salary. Here it has some 4.5 to 6 LPA. But now what I want is, I have done the market research that which type of company and which type of role, how much the average package you can get. So you can just from here filter. So as a fresher, if you have done your BTech in computer science or even not in computer or IT related field, if you have a good knowledge of coding, data structures and algorithm, if you have done so many different projects in your college related to open source, web development, application development, and so on. If you have done so many things, you have participated in hackathon and so on, you know that you are now eligible to get at least 10 to 15 LPA of job. So just filter this out, and once you have filtered this out, you will get to show what are the different jobs that is related to that particular salary. So here most of the company didn't disclose it yet. Once your profile is completed, approx 80 to 90%, it's very often that you will get the best results here. I suggest firstly complete your profile, then only go and check about the jobs that is present here. If you want, you can take some 1 month or 3 month subscription of this particular site. Using that, your resume getting shortlisted on the top of any search result would be high if you just take their premium. This is not any sponsor video. This is what I have seen that my colleagues and my friend had already used this, and by using that they have also got packages, a good job. So you can try it out. I'm telling you all this by trying so many different websites and different applications where after applying you didn't even get a reply. Job hunting is actually not a very easy task. You have to be patient. You have to just apply. If you apply for 1,000 companies, there is very minimum chance that even 10 companies or 15 companies would get back to you. Yeah, it's the case. So the more company you applied, the more chances that someone would reply to you. So here also the thing is same. Not everyone is going to reply to your request and so on. But here the chances are that if you get the right company and if you just continue to search jobs here, you will surely get some. And also if you have a good experience, don't just get in trap of having some 3 LPA or 6 LPA jobs. If you have 1 to 2 years of experience, there is so many high demand of you in this particular domain. If you have a higher experience like 1 to 2 years, you are now eligible to at least get 10 to 15 LPA of job. Don't just stick to some 3 LPA or 6 LPA jobs. It's what fresher usually start with. But if you have done something, if you have learned so many technical things, then you are actually now eligible to get all those packages. It may happen that for some different BTech graduate like IITs and ITs and so on, they have an opportunity to get higher pay at the starting. As I am an IITian, I can assure that yeah, it may happen that if you are from a normal college, you get some low package at the starting. But it's only with the starting. If you have reached to the company, now you have the opportunity to learn the thing, to develop your skill, and there only, whatever the thing you do, you are getting promoted and so on. So there, you have another journey. And in that journey, if you have covered 2 years of journey from your college graduation, now you are actually eligible to get a higher pay job. So just wait for getting that job. Don't just get a job because you want to have a job. Get a good fit job for you, which means get a best pay job for you. For that, you have to wait for it. For that, you have to apply for it. So just be patient and use this particular website to get where you belong to. So now if you have any question related to anything, just do comment it down. I'll very happy to help related to same. And also do tell me how was the video, what was you learning from here, and are you actually using it or not, and if you're using it, how much it's helping you. So do tell me. Okay, so this is it for this video. I hope you liked it. Please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. And this is it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.